What's up, guys? Fitz Ruddy here. I can't believe I'm speaking about. Man, it's been a while since I talk about anything pony related or something like that, even though I never did. It's just a matter of like me ever talking about ever at all because I never had those discussions totally. But, here I am talking about ML. I mean, no, I'm sorry, UA. That's right, Unicorn Academy, which I watched. I checked it out. I know it's a kids show, but this was recommended. Well, sort of. Let's just say it is, okay? Let's just say I was bored and I recommended myself to watch it. Okay? Okay? You're welcome. Anyways, this show, the amount of undertones from Winx or from actually not Winx because Winx got dark. Like in a sense, it got dark. It turned into something else. It turned into Ever After or whatever it is. One of those freaking Gossip Girl shows or something back in the day. That's what it felt like, adult like series of some sorts. Even though I believe that Winx is supposed to be in like in a high school setting, and then you have like these 20 and 30-year-olds playing. See which I'm thinking about. If they're gonna make another season, I guarantee you the cast for Winx is probably older. They're not 20 anymore. Okay? That's crazy. But what's not crazy is this the Unicorn Academy. Which, is definitely My Little Pony. It's My Little Pony in a sense where now looking at it, one of the reasons why is because I saw the cast, okay? They had one dude in there. Worry, which is the only character that I kind of know the name of. I know Sophia, Ava, and also the others, and pretty much I can do the whole thing with the red hair, the water girl, or the Rainbow Dash, the freaking rarity of the squad. Even though none of them are, but I was hoping that the guy would be. Here's the thing: the same thing with the new My Little Pony thing, Mark Magic or whatever it's called, freaking G5. I really, whenever I see a cast, like it could have been better if it's like an all girls cast. But the thing is that they never had, a chance to ever make any of like the cast because it's always like there's always one dude. That's the same thing with the new My Little Pony thing. And for some of these shows, like it's supposed to be an all female cast. Ruby did it well. Winx did it well. Okay. I mean, I can go on the list. Totally Spies. I know Precur's making a comeback. That's also another thing that actually has like an all girls cast. And it feels so out of place whenever there's like that one guy in there. Okay. It's just, and this is coming from me, a person that has like almost all, a point in my life having all female friends and just, of course I still have, and, they're off doing their own thing out there. But it doesn't feel right when it comes down to ever watching these kinds of shows. It could have been cool with like, all of them having boyfriends and, having their own significant lover. And here's my prediction. The same thing with the My Little Pony G5 thing is that I'm hoping that the guy isn't straight. There are some, like maybe some LGBT plus undertones with Worry in a sense, but it's probably non-existent. They probably wouldn't make it for international reasons. Like if they got a show in China, like it better be manly or something. With all girls group, then why did you wasn't it an all girls group in the beginning? Like I don't know much about Unicorn Academy, but I saw the previous works and tabs of just like the older versions of Unicorn Academy back when like they had like those books in libraries or something like that in kids books, but it was an all female cast. And for this one to have like at least one guy, and like it just like what is this even for? Right? What is this even for? I mean, Ruby's for everyone, and it is an all like female cast, or in terms of the protagonist being the four. But of course, I'm comparing this to like Ruby, which is a bit more darker, and this one happens to be like a child like about unicorns, even though not every single show that is aimed for adults. Some shows aimed for adults do have unicorns in them. I guarantee you that Bohor's George, Bowman Horse George, whatever his name. Man, I forget the name already. Bo Horse Jackson or something like that. That Netflix show from a long time ago. It's funny that I forget the name. I'm just, my words just freaking like juggled and it all fell in the ground. Like bohos, but like I can't believe I had a stroke in the middle of this video. But you know what I mean. There's unicorns in some shows. I know there was another Netflix show that was kind of like heartwarming, but also very weird. But I feel guilty for not like watching it the whole way. You know what I mean? And that could have been something. But man, what was the point of having one dude? And like maybe it's because they're normalizing like any guy or any male can have like an old girls group or something like that, which is cool. I mean, honestly, I don't know about this one. Feels out of place. And I know I'm supposed to talk about the story. Vince, just talk about the story. Talk about I listen, this is my channel. This is what I am now. Okay? Whatever I rant, I go into it because that's the only joy in life I ever have. Okay? It's sad. I don't why my life. But I pretty much the whole show itself is pretty good. It's has that magic, feel to it. I feel like there's some parts of it where it doesn't fit or something like that. And I do like the cast, you know, especially, but here's the thing: the main character, Sophia, like ever since she transformed into that new clothing wear or something like that she's rocking in all the other episodes when she rides the unicorn. I feel like I like her like casual getup way better. Like that is a better getup compared to what she has in the magical. Like I feel like when you're too glamorous and too flashy or something, when you put all this makeup, it just overdoes it. I feel like I mean Rory does it amazingly. Like I can see him like with the blue side of his hair and the rest of it like his normal color hair. It looks stunning, especially jacket and stuff like that. He does give me Rainbow Dash vibes, even though the real Rainbow Dash is the girl with that can summon waters or something like that with her horse, and she looks okay. And also like the I guess I at first I thought it was the enemy of this whole entire series, but basically the one girl that doesn't get along with everyone, Valentina. Like she is always stunning throughout the whole entire show, and also everyone else. Sophia and also the other girl being her friend, the Jiggly Pinkie Pie one. To be honest, it seems to Pinkie Pie. I mean Pinkie, like from MLP, like from their getup is like it's okay. It's not top tier or something like that. I get the color scheme, but it's like but I'm speaking from a person that's seen New York Fashion Week and judging like from all Sequadors, especially reviewing Victoria's Secret and judging the clothing lines of that one. But for me personally, like it's okay. I get the look what they're going for, but I don't know. The colors are just like all over the place. You have like, this color doesn't match with this horse, and you're kind of like matching within other, like there's certain blends. I feel like there needs to be at least a tolerance of like 3 or 4 colors only. You're mixing so much, it doesn't matches it, and maybe that's what really kind of just doesn't fit in with some of the colors that I see, and especially the chemistry. Chemistry was okay. I can see the friends. The whole thing between like Sophia and the Pinkie Pie type character. Pretty much like for me, like just like it feels rushed, and I feel like that's the reason why within the later on they sort of have this like feud or something like that. Not to spoil it, but it does go there. And seeing Rory like happen to be the Usopp of the crew of just being the prankster and just this and that, and then learning his lesson or something like that, and pretty much these are kids, like they're supposed to be portrayed as so, but their character types like they go into like either one side character within themselves, but it sort of goes a bit more later on in episodes, except for Valentina. I feel like there is no reason for her to ever be liked at all. But I guess she's part of the crew. It's kind of like that vibe in a sense. I feel like Sophia was supposed to have a moment to prove to Valentina like who's boss, but it didn't happen. And I don't know what's up with the villains. The queen, whatever her name is, happens to have these two individuals, one ogre and one little fairy, and I feel like she could have a bigger crew. She could have a bigger, like when you had her going up against the group and going up against the leaders of this, of this academy. Like it just it's like, really, like it looks bad when like the other group is beaten by the queen and also her minions, aka only two people in her group. She could have had an army. She could have summoned an army. She summoned a horse, but she didn't summon like minions and armies or something like that within her power. But I guess, like, you know what? Hey, you just have two and you're the only one. Like, sure, let's just go that way. And pretty much like the academy, how it's set up or everything. I wish we get to know like the other students as well, but which we sort of did, like Valentina's friends, or which is, I guess, later on she will build up to actually become friends with the others. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the start of these certain segments of the episodes. Like, you know, pretty much, is there a reason why they stick around or something like that? Like, I feel like there's some reasons that I missed. And maybe that's just, my attention span of like where the show direction is going for. And I don't know. I'm just here to talk about it. Just here reviewing it, because this is a review of just me just sharing what I got from, watching Unicorn Academy. And, since like the whole, like, the new MLP sucks, I'm still holding in. And I know I said this already. I just made a whole freaking, like, it felt like an hour talking about it. I hope Rory's not straight. I'm just saying, it would be weird just to have a character and then all of a sudden, and it wouldn't be wrong. Like, imagine like Rory and also like one guy being in the group, but falls in love with one of the girls. That would, I don't know if that, I would like that. Okay. That would be, I guess, cute and somewhat like, interesting, I guess. But man, I don't want that. Okay. That's the reason why, because it just fell off. I wish that, Rory is not, not straight. At least bi, like me. Like, come on. Like, can you at least represent the community? You have all the rainbows. You have all this, and you might as well go in within the flag of the rainbow, okay? Like, just go gay, please. I can't believe I'm saying that. I haven't said that in a while. Go gay, please. Just go gay. Come on, Rory. There has to be a man in that school that you're in love with. Anyways, yeah, that's just what I want to talk about Unicorn Academy. I don't know if y'all watched it. I know most of y'all kids, at least I'm talking to my subscribers, that you probably saw this in school or somewhere. But I can tell you this, yeah, it's interesting. And I'm hoping that it goes to the direction. I haven't seen the final episode yet. I'm all the way to like, when they're like found out the bracelets were stolen. If you know, you know. And yeah, this is just my review of it. Unicorn Academy is it top tier? To me it is. But if it's not to you, eat this boo-boo. Suck it. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. But yeah, more reviews about it. I kind of dig it. Okay. While freaking MLP is having like a mix down of their Netflix show, which I have no idea where it's going, and I usually would actually come back to it and watch it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm done with horses until I watch Unicorn Academy, where the horses are realistic looking, but they made the horses look way prettier than the actual characters. I don't know how you do that. But that's interesting, which makes sense. It's Unicorn Academy. It's in the name. They're supposed to be the highlight or whatever. Anyways, I'm out. One love and a peace.